Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons. This is episode 12 of our Candlekeep Mysteries. I'm Samantha, your DM. Let's head over to our players. We have Josh playing Doric, we have Dusty playing Clay, and we have Jacob playing Pantheo. They have made friends with a wizard that was taken advantage of by the Amberdune marketplace, and they are going over to his place for dinner in exchange for giving him his missing book.
I'm a wizard.
So, you guys are being led through the city streets. It's not quite this dark yet, but you're being led through the streets to a slightly better part of Baldur's Gate. It's not necessarily like the rich people, but it's not Blackgate either. So you get to a pretty humble little cottage that, you know, is wall-to-wall connected to all the cottages around it. Think like the house that you buy in the capital of Skyrim in the game. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking.
Never played.
Okay.
Solitude.
In Solitude, thank you.
Went right over my head.
Okay, fine. But it's like a nice little, I don't want to say Victorian, but it's got like the tiny doors and lots of little rooms and lots of, not layers, stories.
You had to explain to me the "you're awake"
Oh, I did.
meme. I never understood it. So there's your answer about playing Skyrim.
When Raloff wakes
Oh
you
yeah,
up at the beginning.
right at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So,
We were busy with Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, thank you.
when you guys go into this
And Fable.
house, when you guys go into this house, the initial landing is where the kitchen and like the bathhouse is. So you immediately have to go up some nice wooden stairs to a landing where the dining room has been already set for you to take a seat. The chairs are a little mismatched since I had to pick out something big enough for those of you who are like 6'5", 7 feet tall. And you saw someone in the kitchen, hair up in a bun with a handkerchief around, keeping their hair out of the food, and they were not slaving over a pot of stew, but they were stirring it, keeping it from burning, throwing in some spices, and getting glasses ready with wine. So Ettenmeyer offers to take anything off of your persons to set on a table by the front door if you need. He's like, please make yourself comfortable. It's so lovely to have guests, and with such wonderful gifts, I just want you guys to have a good night.
Oh, you're so sweet, man. Why not? When in Rome? I'm gonna kind of take off my scimitar and my whip, and kind of just like.
I will leave my quarterstaff.
Wow.
You see Clay
Well, you should
adjusting
leave
his
your
shirt.
hands.
You see Clay adjusting his shirt, and you notice the wraps.
Oh, the wraps here.
Is it just?
You just feel fancy in them?
Your fingerless gloves.
I'm saying, well, I put my hand axe down. Put my hand axe down, and I adjust my shirt, kind of showing off the wraps. Like, I don't need.
So he goes, on your way up the stairs, make sure you grab yourself a glass of wine that's poured here on the buffet table, and we'll take a seat upstairs. I'm going to take this book here. Thank you so much, and I'm going to tuck it away in my library, so I'll be right back.
Of course.
So Ettenmeyer disappears up a couple flights of stairs. You guys hear the floors creaking as he goes, and his guard introduces himself. He goes, hey, I'm Paxley.
Hey, Paxley.
It's nice to meet you. Really no hard feelings. I'm just hired to make sure my employer stays safe.
Can I keep an ear out for...
You guys, so I'll be just sitting up above, but you guys don't have to worry about anything.
Will you not be joining us?
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting at the dining table with you, but I'll be keeping mostly quiet. This seems a little out of my expertise or interest.
Sorry, what was your name again?
Paxley.
Paxley.
P-A-X-L-E-Y.
Quaxley got it.
I don't know why that name came to me. It just did.
Alright, Paxley.
Quaxley got it.
Do you know Ettenmeyer?
Yes, he has hired me for conversations before. I've been hired by his friends before.
So this is something normal.
Yeah, typically when the wizard folk are making exchanges, that's what I get hired for. Most of the damage they could do to each other is, water, fire, ice, electric, and so...
The elementals.
Yeah, really, they just need someone who will survive that kind of damage and get them to medical attention.
Fair.
if they just start throwing fists at each other, they usually wear themselves out before anyone gets severely hurt. So I can just stand there.
Bit of a peacekeeper.
Yeah, I'm really just meant to stay alive the longest and take my master for medical attention.
That is.
Do you carry any medical supplies on you? Or is that a little too price?
Very little.
Am I catching that this guy's honestly kind of chill?
He just does it. He gets hired. He doesn't work for the town guard. He just gets hired to watch the wizards make deals.
Wizard mercenary?
Yes.
Wizards.
Well, he's more of a fighter, but yeah. What's
I
up?
love the fact.
What does clay smell?
No, just an old musty house.
Cool. I'm just keeping a lookout for a possible smell of dog.
Well, Paxley, have there been like any problems that you've had before with Ettenmeyer? Like, is he kind of got a little feisty earlier? That's honestly why we bought him the book. It's just he kind of was having a hubbub in front of the store. So
I have actually only seen him that angry once before. Now, I did not go with him to the market. I did know how angry he was, but I'm not going to mess with the patrols there.
yeah, of course.
Have you heard anything about this store that he went to?
No, we usually don't deal with strangers. So that was really surprising. But I've seen him that angry once before, and it wasn't a dispute about like theft or wrongdoing. It was they just completely disagreed on the interpretation of some writing, and they were at each other's necks about who was right and what Elminster meant in his writing. So
What is he gonna do?
We heard a rumor from food vendor market lady that the bookshop was responsible for the deaths happening around town.
whoa.
Did.
Okay, about the deaths. So the thing is, I have heard of the latest victim. They were a scholarly type. They were like part of a group of someone I worked for who knew a friend. Like, so it's definitely the scholar types who are dying. I had no idea how to deal with books.
The real reason we are in town, all three of us were in Candlekeep for a while, and
Those are your scholarly types too. I didn't peg you for that.
couple
Not really.
Howdy.
books inside of Candlekeep nearly killed a couple of people, and they came from Baldur's Gate.
One turned into like a spider.
It was a phase spider.
And that's the same book that you just handed my employer?
No,
No.
different book.
No, his just went missing, just disappeared. We don't know.
Wait,
Because he had a window
was
open.
was there another book? Which book did
The Dark Hunger.
the tiefling?
the Dark Hunger.
If I lose my employer to an untimely death, I lose a pretty regular paycheck. So thank you for bringing this to my attention. I might need to post up the next few days and see what happens.
We actually, me personally, so we're actually trying to find out why this is happening, because people that donate books to Candlekeep, if they're like this, if they just
Disappeared. They done all Candlekeep.
yes, and Candlekeep is a pretty like
I know
chill and
about
peaceful
Candlekeep.
place. So we're trying to also get to the bottom of it. So if you're gonna post up, we would love to see what happens with this book. And also, I just want to say, your employer, I was standing in the stall, and I saw him be upset and yelling that something happened with the book, just making a big old,
Must have been entertaining.
well, all the way up. But see, that's the funny thing. Something happened. Before he took his eyes away from the worker, he just went silent and totally just, or he just absolutely went, yep, sounds good, have a good day.
Like instantly?
It was instant. Just immediately just calmed down.
Have you ever
She
seen
didn't even
him?
say anything.
Have you ever seen the effects of the spell Calm Emotions?
I don't know.
He's not versed well in magics.
So I have had to use that, well, an associate of mine had to use it once on a fight at a wizard banquet.
Interesting. Do I hear him like shuffling around?
Yeah, he's coming back down.
Okay.
He's walking down the steps. Interesting. Hey boss. And Ettenmeyer's like, oh yes, here for dinner. I'm on my way. It should be ready any second. I can smell it from here. Hope you guys don't mind garlic and onions in your soup.
Ugh. Garlic, yes, onions, nah.
Just the flavor. So, I have many things I want to ask you about, but Paxley, what is it? And Paxley relays information about the books possibly being the cause of the murders, and the fact that his boss's personality, or his mood just completely shifted. So Ettenmeyer's like, well, maybe it was a good thing that the book disappeared.
The
I'm
book,
sorry, that's hard to process.
the book thing is not fully confirmed that it's caused murders in town. We do not know for sure.
It's also why we want to help keep an eye on you in case anything happens with that book.
Also, if it
Didn't expect this to come out.
What?
that we were
The
just gonna
truth.
tell him.
Oh! Oh, were we supposed to lie?
I don't know.
So he goes,
Plays a good two shoes.
But we really do want you to have a book.
Yes. we
you've
did.
already given me so much, and yet I was going to ask you for more, and then you give me even more. You might be saving my life. Now, if I didn't know Paxley so well, I'd be worried this was a ploy getting additional paychecks out of me. But Paxley, if you're interested in staying in the guest room for a few days and reading some...
If you have the look of like, it kind of is though, trying to get more paychecks out of you.
Also, if book disappears again, I put little stain on page 33 of like elderberry juice.
To see if it's a copy or nothing.
I'm so annoyed by that.
I do have.
I understand.
No,
He goes like, understand why you did it. Oh,
I
it
do.
just
I do
hurts.
have. I can cast mending.
340.
I can cast mending. I could rip. It was just tiny corner. I could rip corner out and cast mending.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's
Okay,
fine.
I
just,
know you-
Ettenmeyer, you fucking gotta know about prestidigitation, my man.
Yes. It just the fact that he did it all. Like I couldn't even dream of just. Oh, it just hurts.
Oh, I can see you're kind of looking like you're about to sick up.
I lean over to Panteo. I also put one on page 63.
Very smart.
All right. Okay.
I'll see. Tell me
Um,
about one
the
in
cook
case
brings
they
up-
fix it.
Because they have to go up the stairs, they're not going to carry each bowl up. How do they do this? Oh, no, there'd be a down later. All of a sudden, you guys hear a little bell as a little elevator comes up in the corner of the wall.
Lovely.
And he goes, well, I don't mind getting it. I'll go. And he stands up and he shuffles over there and he rolls up his wizard sleeves that fall down like immediately. And he, at this point, just takes off the wizard robe, puts it on his chair, and is just wearing a t-shirt and brown pants. And
Ooh, we're getting casual now.
And he, so with his tunic having short sleeves, he's able to grab bowls and set them down in front of you. It's not as fancy as like a fancy maid puts it down in a specific way that it doesn't chink when it hits the table. He just sets it down like a normal dude. And you guys have your wine, and it's typical stew. It's gonna have venison that's been, I don't want to say mulling, softening in the water, and then there's carrots and potatoes and big chunks of onion.
Velveting.
Yes, thank you. And then lots of there's like lima beans, but like whatever is the medieval version of everything.
Are there chopped carrots in it?
They're big honkin' chunks. So if you don't want them, you can put them to the side.
No, I love them.
Okay. And he's like, all right. I want you to enjoy your dinner. I can't thank you enough for what you've given me. And in fact, I'm willing, since you saved me the money of a locate item spell, and possibly even saved my life by alerting me that I need a guard for a while.
We were actually, if it's alright, we'd be willing to, watch over you and the book.
Paxley's like,
In addition,
Of course, with Paxley leading us. He would be our Lord Commander.
he
That's what I think that the guy looks like.
doesn't have a beard, though. He,
I sent it in chat, by the way. Has anybody seen Dave the Barbarian?
yeah, oh my god. So he's like,
If it would be stepping on toes of him, then no.
He goes, I feel more comfortable with you now that I know you have an ulterior motive, that I know you are investigating these deaths, these injuries. Because before I was like, why would you do this for me? Now it makes sense. You have an ulterior motive and a goal. That makes me feel much safer. However, I think I would feel safer if Paxley was the one who stayed in my home. No offense, but we can definitely check in with each other.
We can camp out front.
Well, I might get in trouble by the HOA if you do that, but,
There's a homeowners association here.
Do you have backyard?
I'm afraid not.
Oh.
No garden
You
here.
could sleep on the roof.
Yeah.
I don't know how we get up there.
I think Paxley, well, how hard to fight was the spider?
It almost
It
killed
was
me.
easy.
Pretty easy.
It almost killed me.
Just
We,
because it
It
surprised you.
almost killed me.
We kind of killed it pretty quick.
It was a spider that can fly.
Ooh, challenge rating 2.
It was a spider.
That is actually kind of tough. For a regular guard. Because
Yeah.
guards are only level 1 or 2.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty easy. to
Yeah, but
kill.
if we just trap it in the room, we can shut the door.
It was face spider.
Was it?
That wasn't it?
I thought it was just a spoiler. Let me
Spider?
double check.
I mean, it was flying. I thought it was space spider. I can't remember though. That might be-
There were the Fey dragons.
It was just.
fairy dragons.
Fairy dragons.
Um,
It's Leopardon.
It just says tiny beast. I'm pretty sure it's just a spider.
Okay,
Um,
never mind then.
so.
Yes.
But I'd be happy to check in with you and help you with your investigations because, frankly,
give
I'm
him a
owed
candy.
the correct book that I bought.
So just to also be on the full up and up, because we are obviously sharing everything at this point. The book also does have slight magical aura about it.
Oh.
I cast detect magic earlier.
I do have a slight ability to do identify. I'm not the best at it, but I could try it. After dinner, though.
Of course. This
Resonant
the
want
steel
this
looks
to
great,
go
man.
Cold.
Well, since we're being so honest with each other and open, I actually have some questions for you, if
Of
that's all right.
course. Go ahead.
Not that I don't love the complexion of my father and the eyes of my mother. I've heard and met some very well-to-do people who. Well, anyway, I'm wondering how you came across to be yourselves. How did you get to be so tall and so big and cat-like?
I've always been, except for
Hey.
when I was younger, I was about.
Do you know what we are?
Well, you're Tabaxi and Leonin, correct? You're not just a Tabaxi?
Correct.
Well, I've been hearing that some of the well-to-dos in Baldur's Gate have actually traded up into better bodies, and I'm just a little short and fat. Not that I have a problem with that, but some fur and some claws and some height and some muscle.
Can you
Would do me
can
some
you do a strength
good.
check? Anyone do just a strength check?
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good. With a 10, can I bend a spoon?
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Yeah.
really aggressively, just like
It
kind
must
of.
be new strength. I don't mean to. I get that it might be pricey, but I was wondering what a price would be for my body to be transfigured, so then I could start saving before I get too old.
Would I know?
Know what?
I mean, as a character, would I know how much it would cost?
Oh, would you know? I don't think they would have told you.
I don't
I
think
think
they
that's
ever would've.
super
They-
fucking private.
I don't think they would
Yeah.
ever would have disclosed it.
You know it's a lot. You know it's like enough that the guards had to be on the lookout for, well, bandits and robbers, but dragons? They were
Oh.
worried. They were always hush hush worried that a dragon would sense how much gold they had and showed up, so they would spread the gold out to different banks in order to prevent that. So it was enough that it was like a chest full.
So you say people from Baldur's Gate have done this?
I've just seen a couple. I think a politician and and a celebrity have new bodies, and while they were pretty to begin with, some of us aren't, born as beautiful, and that was just an idea I thought I'd ask since I met you. I wasn't going to pursue it otherwise, but since you're here, I was going to ask you how you got your beautiful bodies.
Oh,
You should be happy
sir.
in the skin you're in.
Sir, you...
Oh, well, thank you, my dear.
That's not a thing that exists. You can't be slow swapping cat
Well-
bodies.
Well, I do know about reincarnation, but that spell is quite expensive, and I'd have to die first. I don't really want to do that, unless
Sir-
that's what they're doing.
Sir, I don't
Might
think
not be
that's a
worth it.
thing.
Dork is carving his claw into the table a little bit. Not on.
I'm so sorry. Am I being offensive in some way? I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I was just curious. It's not something I have to
Can
have,
you just
but I was curious.
drop the bent spoon into the stew that makes a splash?
I can tell I've stepped on some toes. I'm okay. I get that this might be hush hush. I will keep my nose out of it. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, would you find it offensive if someone asked if your body was bought?
I don't know. I don't think.
The answer is yes, dumbass.
Oh.
They.
And this is, I'm gonna say, while you guys are halfway through your food when you brought this up.
Let me just ask you a question. You're a smart man.
Of course.
If they get a new body, how do you think they acquired body?
Oh, I'm guessing from using a ritual to turn the gold into flesh.
That's incorrect.
How
Do
growing
you need for it to be spelled out for you, Ettenmeyer?
Yes.
I don't think he's coming back.
If it was something so evil, then there wouldn't be celebrities doing it out in the open.
They were people.
What?
You got me on that.
I'm sorry.
He's really sitting there trying to, the reason he can't grasp it is because of what he knows about magic, and he doesn't know that type of magic. He's trying to make the equation, how would someone do that magically? He's trying to solve that question, and that's why he's having trouble believing you. It's almost like someone dumber would have an easier time to believe you, but because he's smart, it's breaking his reality a little bit.
At least this is what we have come to know.
It's much easier to use an already existing body than to create a new one.
So Paxley speaks up and he goes, so your people are the commodity. You are victims. You are slaves. Can't remember Paxley's voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paxley.
Is that what's happening?
You're smarter than Ettenmeyer.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for bringing up, and Ettenmeyer's like, I'm so sorry for bringing up such a trauma. It is such a shame that that kind of trade still goes on. And thankfully is illegal in Baldur's Gate, but what you're saying is that those people
Maybe illegal in Baldur's Gate.
If you, Ettenmeyer, know someone who is in a new body, that is the route that they took.
Do you know if they went north?
I have no idea. I've just seen them around.
Also,
I would avoid them. And I would avoid the subject with any other beast races.
I appreciate that, as I do need to have communications.
I would also avoid Luskin.
Luskin. Oh, right. I'm so sorry, but the information you have just given me is incredibly valuable and could save me from a more violent reaction. Thank you.
I unbend my spoon.
I think so.
It snaps in half.
Clay, I don't think knew yet.
No,
That's
this is
true.
all new.
That's why I was sitting there that's not a thing.
That's not true.
not
Ettenmeyer,
true.
you silly goose, that can't happen.
That can't happen.
That's not
and
natural.
they're just sitting there.
Telling this complete stranger when we didn't
Literally
tell
just
you.
seeing steam rise off of us.
But that's the thing. He actually brought it. He knew something about it. I didn't know about soul swapping cat bodies.
I'm
it's very quiet. Well, you can tell his thoughts are racing. You can tell he's thinking very hard, and I'm not even going to have you roll insight. Someone who's thinking like this is thinking of everyone they've spoken to about this, who in their life is someone who supports this type of magic, who in their life is for it. Like that, he's starting to piece together who he should be careful around.
He's making a board and
Also,
making lines and stuff.
I would like to. You asked about cost. I will tell you, it is enough to attract the attention of dragons.
I don't think it's worth it. Morally myself, I could. It's too questionable for me.
Yeah, like thousands of platinum, probably.
Yes,
Also, this whole time, Doric has been spooning out the carrots from the stew and just putting the carrots in his bowl. Just eating the carrots.
Just eating the
soup.
carrots. I can't.
His venison's great.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Your chef nailed it, man.
Well, and the reason I was able to procure them is they are a child of.
A child made this?
No, the child of the tavern owner nearby. And so I just asked to borrow their services for the night. I frequent them often, so. Yes, fantastic. And are you from Baldur's Gate? And you guys just start having small talk. He's asking about, Baldur's Gate.
Are you from
some
Baldur's
restaurants to
Gate?
go.
No, I'm from Luskan.
Oh, right.
I hail from the High Forest.
He immediately gets really embarrassed and goes, right. High Forest, interesting. Wonderful.
Yeah, right by the Starry Peaks.
However, for the last year or more...
We have any more stew? This is really good.
Clay is from South.
She's stress eating now.
I'm from Lysamere.
Oh, the little town by Greenest.
Oh, we're the biggest town everywhere.
You're the middle of everywhere, not nowhere.
Interesting. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Did you guys say you were from Candlekeep? So he starts asking about Candlekeep, what books you guys turned in, and it's kind of funny.
We found the extra-dimensional mansion.
It's where we shit.
He laughs really hard. He goes, you're using a Mordenkainen's mansion to go to the bathroom.
Listen, they
Great
steal
reason,
your
though.
poop at night.
It's like part
Sorry,
of,
what?
That's the part of the
If you do
rental
not
agreement.
use the mansion, they will steal your poop at
The
night.
person's payment is not like money for no. Their payment is literally our poop.
Their chambermaid will go in to the toilet, open it up, scoop out your poop, and take it.
We are eating, but oh my goodness, that is...
And Pyre, I don't think you understand. They told us this on the tour. This isn't something we found out later by being there. This is like day one shit.
Paxley is face on the table, just
And
dying.
day one, we did not shit.
So we held it for until the mansion.
I am craftsman. I believe him to be making a poop golem.
Did somebody cast Tasha's hideous cough?
Joe, no. I'm so wet now.
That's what she said.
Oh, fuck.
A coop golem! Fuck! That is so funny.
Oh my god.
Christ, how long have you been holding on to that one?
Fucking hey.
Well, our first idea was to get... Because, well, why didn't you just poop in a bag of holding?
We did not have the money to
No, I didn't have any. We thought about
That's
it.
what I said!
He did. Clay said it, man. It was like day one.
Oh, all of us in college would regularly pass around a bag of holding full of poop, and we would try to trade it for the master's bag of holding, so that when he would flip it inside out, it would fill his office.
Is it kind of like roulette too? For like whoever takes the last shit to go over the capacity just gets fucking.
Well, it never worked. He somehow always figured it out. I blame Jeremy, but
Fucking Jeremy.
for pooping on the outside of the bag. I think you could smell it, but
Ew.
I'm sorry. Did Jeremy poop outside of the bag and then scoop it into it?
yeah, I think so. I don't
Jesus
think you guys
Christ! What
understand.
Jeremy's a savage.
Just imagine how many butt cheeks that must have touched.
Yeah, I mean, we were students.
Different times, man.
Cannot relate.
So You guys have wonderful poop small talk. I think they're
I
also
thought you
the
said
poop.
smell talk.
Small talk. And he thanks you so greatly for the book, but also the warning. And he agrees to, like, you guys can, like, Paxley will either have a courier come to you or find you after the book devolves into whatever it devolves into. They're actually going to try really hard to somehow catch it or document what happens so that it can be reported to the guards, but he knows to be on high alert, stay away from Amberdune. But yeah. So you guys have a wonderful night. Is there anything you want to say before you leave?
If you would ever like to visit the... what?
The calendar, sorry.
Oh. If you would ever like to visit us in Candlekeep, we would gladly vouch for you.
Candlekeep always made me nervous because I'd have to give up one of my books, and I don't think I have a book that isn't a copy, so...
You could always make a copy and then give.
Well, right, I mean, they probably already have
Ettenmeyer,
a
you heard what we gave him, right?
Would today be...
That's fair.
We literally made our own journals.
Maybe I'll just write a diary. Alright.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I wrote my own book and gave it to them.
You must have wrote something that they've never seen before.
All stick figures. Not a single letter.
Totally thought you said ball
The
stick.
guide to roughhousing.
That's fascinating. What kind of... Oh. I didn't realize they carried that type of book.
It's monk stuff.
He
Oh, like the monks of the Courtour?
does
Would-
not understand.
His
With the
grandma's an
statues?
expert in it.
I've heard it, not called roughhousing, I've heard it called Kama Sutra?
Yeah,
Yes, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's correct, right, Clay?
I didn't realize,
Grandma Sutra.
Clay, you were an expert in such, Well, I don't feel comfortable asking questions here or now, so maybe later.
May I just say, these hands are weapons.
They are very great.
Ah! Interesting.
I can show you something.
Not now, but thank you for the offer.
He's very good at fisting.
I really hope that it's obvious we're both thinking very different things.
Yes. Paxley is dying.
Clay's
He is
also
just sneezing
Clay
into
is
his elbow.
so flexible too.
Very.
I can get my legs above my head.
He's very experienced.
What an interesting dinner it has been, and I don't regret any bit of it, but I think before we get too excited, it is time to call it a night.
By the time I'm done with you, you'll be able to do.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I am afraid I need to go to bed. So thank you all so much for joining us for dinner. We hope to keep you updated on the book situation. Good luck.
We wanted to ensure though, you're not sleeping with the book though, right?
No, it will be in the library.
Alright, good.
With the door and the windows closed. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Maybe you should leave window open.
Yeah, because like maybe if the book did transform, it could destroy your other books in like a rampage.
Or it could go back to store and then you'd have proof that it was going back to original owner.
What do I do with that proof, though?
I don't know.
We burn it to the ground.
We kill them?
I'll think about it.
We can bring up the attention to the store owners that they in fact did steal your book back through magical means.
Okay, if you're willing to confront them, alright.
Just a crack.
I'll let you know.
I mean, you could also leave closed and then you would know if it's a spider book.
Yeah. At the cost of your whole library.
Okay, we'll probably let them steal it again. Alright. So, it is a good night. Good night to all of you. Thank you for joining me.
And a great night to
It
you.
was nice to meet you.
Yeah. Sorry about all, getting upset and stuff, but touchy subjects and
Oh
whatnot.
no, you educated me a great deal. I apologize on my...
And you to us, Ettenmeyer.
Yeah. Alright, good night, boys.
Good night.
So you guys leave, and now my question for you is, do we
So
want to
easily.
time skip a certain amount of days? Do you guys want to let me know how far you want to time skip? Oh well, or do you want to converse with each other after everything that happened in that conversation?
I mean, Clay's just gonna outright say, well, some things were brought up in that conversation that obviously you guys did not want to talk about, and I see that there are some things you boys are withholding from me, but judging by your boys' reactions, It is totally understandable. I will not pry. And if you ever feel like you want to talk to me about it, you just let me know.
I appreciate that.
I will respect your guys' confidentiality.
This is a
that's
big
the
word
right
for
word.
play.
Nah.
I appreciate Clay that you respect our privacy. It's really cool.
There we go. Yes, I will respect your privacies. Your privacies.
Where would time skip it to? You want time skip to when Paxley has news for you?
I say we time skip to the BBEG. Let's finish this in one night.
Wow.
I say
Skip
probably,
like 8 arcs. Still level 2 though.
I would say probably until we hear from like Paxley, or through this time I'll probably like make my way through the place and scan the bookstore, just walking by to see if the book reappears.
I keep an eye out for.
The book is missing from the table the next day.
Oh.
Like, they didn't replace it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye out for Mushika or Mushika.
Mushishi?
Mushika. That was the dude that you fucked with. Who tried to destroy you. And keep an eye out of them in Blackgate just to like.
You do not see sign of them.
Cool.
You mean the
during
dude
this-
that I punched in the back of the head?
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear.
We could also try to follow this lady back to Blackgate to see where find out where she's staying.
Wrong place to him.
So this is the day after you had your dinner. They don't have a replacement book out yet. Paxley has no news of the book disappearing.
So time skip.
Are we just talking with Paxley really quick?
Sure.
Hey, man, Paxley. We nailed you a couple more days of a job, right? Pretty easy street.
You did, thank you.
No.
Unfortunately, without anything to actually fight, it's not a high pay, but it's more than nothing.
Hey, you know.
But you better find something, otherwise he may argue it was a waste of time.
Ooh.
So, thank you. But a little more would be great.
So time skip.
Time skip to the next day, and there is a replacement book on the table. And Paxley says that their book hasn't been stolen or disappeared yet.
So this could be the original book.
I'm gonna guess that you detect magic on it. Yeah, magic aura on it.
And then, can I stroll through again and like look at the pages that I marked?
None of them are marked.
Okay. Interesting.
When you did your detect magic, was it only the like couple of key books that like?
I think so. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that the stall people seem really on edge after the theft. They eventually figured it out. They eventually replaced it, and they're not happy. So they are kind of staring at customers a little harsher than they were before.
One on the second day, before I go there, I'm also going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay, and I know that will detect Fiends, Fae, Celestials, and Aberrations?
Undead, I think. Let me check. Aberration, Celestial, Elemental, Fae, Fiend, or Undead.
Can you remind me what the spell is called? Detect?
Detect Evil and Good.
The sun could benefit with some rounds of liberation.
No, you do not get any of those readings.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. What is next?
One Piece, you want to understand.
I think that like the night that it gets replaced, I'm going to open up the story and read back the last couple of days to see if I missed anything.
Oh, your book about you. Yes. Did you miss anything? No. You guys are on the ball with everything I've given you. The new clue is they have a replacement. It also has a magical aura. So How did they create a replacement? Did they already have a replacement ready to go? That is kind of the question. You did have an idea of what you wanted to do next. You could either, 1, wait for the book to disappear, or 2, follow them to where they go when they take down their market at the end of the day.
Boys, I have an idea.
What's cooking up there? What's going on in your brain hole, man?
That other book in Candlekeep transformed when we were reading it out loud.
It was also the other one was also read out loud as well.
This one wasn't.
It wasn't.
This
He
one
was
was
reading
not.
quietly in his
But
room.
that one just disappeared.
Also, there's a third option, and it's confronting them.
That's very true.
You guys smell like bitches. Sorry, that was rude.
Do we? How many days? 2 days now.
So there's the day that you met the dude,
Yep.
And then
The day after.
and then you had dinner with him. And then the day after there was no book on the table. And the day after that there was a book on the table.
So basically
But-
3,
Ettenmeyer still has his book as well.
2 days since Ettenmeyer has had it.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did it take to get to Candlekeep and for the book to transform?
Oh,
10
God.
days?
Yeah, at least 10 days.
I don't know if we have 10 days.
How long did he have the book? How long did
Yeah, we could go back and
He
ask
said
him.
he said at least a few days.
Okay. How long Ettenmeyer had?
Let's follow him.
Well, who?
Ettenmeyer?
Oh, not him. Her. Him,
Yeah,
her.
I mean, why not?
What,
Like, we
Wawa?
can just wait until the end of the day when the wide closes and follow them back to their abode in the Blackgate.
You mean the woman that smells like dog and
Yeah.
was beaten senseless with an ugly stick?
Yeah, clear.
Jeez!
Yeah.
I
I
am
kind
a
of want to follow
sucker
her.
for a pretty face, and that is not pretty.
Because they're mean. Alright, you can follow them. You have to roll... Well, you'd have to roll stealth so that you're not noticed. But you'd also have to roll perception to keep an eye on them and find them and follow them.
GTA.
Stealth first.
So let's do stealth first.
All of us?
Sure.
Six for stealth.
That's not very good. Hopefully, it's an average.
I have disadvantage.
Oh, because of your armor.
Yeah.
Are you guys wearing your armor?
I probably.
I have leather armor, so.
I'm just wearing my clothes. My skin is my armor.
I'm sorry, what did you guys get?
Oh, I got a 25.
I got a total of 20.
Okay, you guys got so high, I'm gonna say you notice that he's making a lot of noise.
Hey! No, shh. Wait. Let him be a distraction. Get out of here.
And then perception.
Yeah, quick.
Natural 1.
Oh,
I'm too sneaky. I out-sneak myself.
22.
17.
Clay, I lost them. I don't know where they are, man. They're right there in front of us. Where? They're right there. They're right there. I cannot see them. Just follow me. Honestly.
I want to say it's because Doric is between you and them, and Doric is blocking your vision.
I just can't see them.
And Doric is like being loud and marching forward while you guys are hiding a little ways back.
I still see though.
Yes, you have the object permanence to tell where they still are. You see them going in and out of the field.
I think I think it's a lost cause, man.
Can I compaturo this? I could smell them?
Yes.
Yes.
Not to that level of scent, but yes.
I'm like Wolverine.
Like Wolverine. Alright, so you guys are going down some old alleyways into Blackgate. Way past where your Blackgate apartment is. You guys are going deeper into, I don't want to call them the slums, but you're going into even more poor areas than the apartment you're staying at. And
Very
Doric,
disheveled housing.
and you're, as there's less crowd, yeah, as it's becoming less and less crowded, you guys are staying farther and farther back from your target of who you're following. So Doric, as you're marching down the street, just acting like you're walking, someone strides out of the shadows around the corner.
Mushika.
It's Mushika. Looks at you and goes, Oh, you decided to come deeper in without paying that toll. In fact, I think you need to pay for what happened the other day.
I did not do anything to you.
Your friend did. So now pay the toll if you'd like to continue. In blood or coin.
What is toll?
1 gold.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Before you go.
He's like so shocked.
I've never successfully extorted someone
He
before.
put down. Well, he has, but you guys were so violent. He was very nervous. So he lowers his crossbow a little bit.
Before you go. That woman over there?
Yes.
Do you know where she stays?
I have no idea.
I hold out another 2 gold.
He's gonna think about it in a second.
And I'm just rubbing them in between my fingers.
And then Pantheo comes up and stabs
Persuasion?
him.
I just Johnny Cage
At advantage.
crotch punch him.
I come up with a scimitar and decapitate him. She goes, give us the gold back.
It's gonna be a 7.
I did get an 8, literally. So he just goes, stabbing backs around here isn't good for business, unfortunately. So I would lose more than you would pay me.
What if she's killing people?
He laughs.
I mean wealthy people who would bring scrutiny to area. I give him the 2 gold. 3. 5 gold.
Thorne, you get to live.
He hears your voice in the shadow.
You are
like-
not here.
Well, he is. He's a few feet away. He takes the 5 gold from you and goes, yes, I know exactly where she's staying. But you'll not say anything about me telling you.
I don't know who you are.
Good. You're going to go down that path to an abandoned warehouse. And I'm double checking, is it a warehouse? It's kind of like a house. Like an old business. You're going to go down this path. You're going to find an abandoned building. It is dirt road on all sides of it. It's not connected to any of the buildings. And you will find her and her pack.
Does Clay hear this? Does Clay hear it?
Yes.
She is a werewolf.
No.
Shifter?
No.
Changeling.
No.
Changling.
That's enough.
Chimeco.
Be on your way, and we won't capture a toll from you again. No.
Okay. Have a good day.
He just kind of like fades into the shadows of an
Have
alleyway.
the day you deserve.
I cast a light on him.
You too.
Let's touch spell.
I take a rock, I cast a light on it, and I chuck it at him.
Can you cast light?
So you guys now know exactly where you're going, and you're able to let her get out of eye line. So it doesn't really matter that your stealthing was terrible. You were. I was.
His stealthing
Yes.
and can't miss Mr. Blindside. Dude, sorry.
No.
You find the Amberdune hideout, a dilapidated hovel with wooden walls. It's located on a narrow street tucked away in the corner of the Blackgate district. You see that there are a few lights peering through the cracks in the walls, and it's pretty quiet inside, like they are resting. You hear the chink of silverware on dishes as they're having a quiet dinner around a dining table. You don't hear any dogs or barking or claws on floor. You just hear them quietly eating on the inside.
And Theo?
Pantheo, watching this. God, I knew what they're saying. Need a man on the inside.
Where are we?
Blackgate.
It's just
This
deep
room
Blackgate.
So sorry, I'm gonna just show you. The hideout is so small, it was not worth like uploading.
Okay.
It's literally just a square building with like 5 rooms.
Got it.
So it's just a square building. You guys are just outside this building.
Pantheo was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Oh.
There is one entrance. That's it.
Pantheo sits down, cross-legged, begins to meditate, and he shifts his form as he wild shapes into a rat.
Oh. Okay.
And then he's gonna skitter around looking for a little hole.
Black.
Yeah.
Like black fur. That's
yeah, it's
awesome.
a jet black rat.
Oh, that'd be gorgeous, honestly.
Do you
Now I
have,
want to Google it.
glazed over yellow eyes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Or no, green eyes. That's I'm pretty sure.
I think
Pantheo
we
has
did.
green eyes.
I think you picked like Aurora green.
Yeah. So a rat with black hair and green eyes.
Jet black rat. I'm gonna look it up because it sounds cute. Oh my goodness, they are. Oh my god, they're so shiny. Hello, you're their nosies. Okay. I love rats. So you're gonna sneak in through a hole in the wall.
All I'm hearing
I'm
is
like trying to tell them what I'm doing. I'm gonna sneak in the hole in the wall and I'm gonna go spy on them because I'm a rat. I'm a little fucking rat now.
when he's doing that, all I'm hearing is, I'm a scat man.
I'm a scat man.
Except it would be, I'm a rat man.
I'm a rat man.
So there is definitely a hole big enough for a rat to climb through. It's very dilapidated. So
Cool. I got 1 HP as a rat.
are you gonna stealth or just walk right in?
What's a rat's dex like? +1. Not great.
I feel like it should be higher, honestly. Rats are pretty. Oh, whatever.
They're
all they got is
They're
keen
fast
smell.
and they're sneaky.
they're pretty clumsy though.
That's true. The helicopter
Yeah.
tails.
Mhm. They flop a lot.
They're so cute. Alright.
Yeah, rats kind of suck.
No!
I'm just saying, stat-wise, man. I mean, they're a CR 0, so you can't expect much from them.
When you're in a silo and you see them running in the corn silage while you're trying to fork it up, yeah, it's kind of freaky.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't like killing mice that get in the house. When they do the thing where you just walk into the kitchen and it's like a black shadow just like, oh, I scream. I can't help it. I scream.
And that right there, that initial fear is what ends up getting me with snakes. When they're just right there. It's,
No, I get the same thing. Even though I have a pet snake, if a wild snake suddenly moves, I scream. It's very sudden.
I think I will attempt to try to sneak in because I'm a rat. I'm assuming we're in pretty low housing. A rat is not that uncommon.
Right.
So,
Yes, please. Go ahead and roll.
it's cocked. That's a 10 on the die. So that's rat. Dex is rat, or the dex of a rat is 11. So it's +0. So I got a 10.
So you wander in. You wander in a way that's more rat-like than what it could be. So while they do notice a rat walk in, it's not like you just ran into the middle of the room. You kind of poke your head in,
I like
sneak around the
freeze. If they
edges.
notice me, I like freeze a little bit.
They do notice you and go, "Tss, tss," and then they just go back to their food.
Okay.
So,
I try to find a hole.
what you were in. First, you're in the common room. I have a background for this, actually. There we go. So you see them around the corner. There's an open door, and this is literally what you see, but not as sunshiny because it's nighttime.
Yeah.
You literally see through the door a side of a dining table that they are sitting at. And the chairs are not as nice as that. Very dilapidated, scratched, broken chairs. So, you are in the common room. From where you are, you can see there's a kitchen to your right. You can see, and through the door, I guess I'm going to call the dormitory, which is where they are, they have the table within sight, and you can smell, like, sleeping quarters in that same room. Like,
Okay.
it's where all their, like, it's where all their housing needs are.
Okay.
Yeah. Beds, dining table, chairs.
This place is pretty small. I don't see like any form of like production facility that they'd be able to create the books here.
Yeah, from where you are, you can't see any of that.
I think he just skitters out around a little bit more to try to
So the
see,
room,
or maybe just like try to listen into their conversation, or are they just quiet at the dinner table?
they're pretty quiet. The room that you're in is like, this is the common room, but it's so, like, the floor is sunken in and there's holes, so it's not really a good place to have the dining table and chairs. I moved it into the dormitory. The room you're in has a lot of, like, stuffing pulled out of cushions and 7 mismatched, like, chairs that they've collected for sitting and relaxing in. There's a faded rug in the middle of the room. You can tell is covering up some kind of hole. And...
Covering up a hole.
yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it definitely
I mean,
sounds
like
there's
a
some-
hole, like someone stepped and broke through.
Oh, not like a cellar.
No. Sorry. Just like a little foothold.
Got it.
So, okay, do you want to sneak into the other rooms?
Wait. It's a rundown area, but they sell how expensive of books?
Very.
Very expensive.
And they're living in the lowest means they can right now. It's like they need the gold for something.
You notice they finish up dinner and stand up and put their chairs away, carrying dishes to the kitchen, which is to your right, so they're passing you. 2 of them are going into the kitchen to clean up. You're not sure where the others go. Yeah, no one comes into the common room where you are. 2 of them go into the kitchen to clean up.
Alright, I think I'll try to sneak into that room I haven't been in yet then.
Okay. So you are in the common room.
Yep.
To the right is the kitchen. In front of you is the dining room. And when you go into the dining room, you see some cots at the end. You see a couple of them going to lay down. You looks like the morning shifters are going to lay down. And then there's 2 doors. So you see Corvala go into the door directly in front of you. When the door opens, it looks like an office. There's a terrible desk. There's chests and boxes and crates in there. And then the door to the far right. I'm double checking what A4 is. Oh no, I mixed them up. I'm so sorry. The one to the right, Corvala goes into. You see a desk.
Okay.
The one in front of you is the storage room. So there's 5 rooms total: common room, kitchen, dormitory, her office, and the storage room. So you see tons and tons of boxes. And crates that are like totally broken, but it's got old cloth and old just crap in that room.
The storage room might have some clues. The office would probably definitely have the most valuable information, but also with the manager being in there, that could be tricky. Oh boy, and if I get hit even once, I am starting a fight. Shit. Okay, we haven't gotten any good information yet either. I think I'll check out the storage first because no one's in there, right?
Correct.
Can I see like an entryway to try to get into that other room?
You basically are going to be weaving through some broken walls, getting inside of them, getting through. And you pass like some mice that run away and bugs. Okay.
Evening.
That's cute as shit. So sorry.
Tip your rat hat.
I tip my rat hat. Evening.
Except for a corner with 2 stacked wooden trunks, the walls of this room are lined with half-empty bookshelves. This room contains half-empty bookshelves, which means they're half full as well. And you're seeing a lot of books that look very familiar to the ones you saw in the stall.
I'm gonna look for
you go in,
the 2 books that I know for sure though.
Okay, as you go in, the door opens, and one of the people walks in. So you kind of like run and hide.
Yeah, back into the hole. Back into the wall.
This person looks like Corvala did with the sharp pointy teeth and the bright eyes, but something about them isn't quite right. Their nose is elongated, and it seems like there's lumps under their hood. And as they pass by and you're filled with the stench of canine, you see a shaggy, furry tail hanging out from under their tunic.
I think Pantheo, like, it just out of pure habit, like, hisses as the rat. Like,
and he turns and like growls at you.
I back up into the...
Can you roll nature for me?
Would love to. Good thing I'm good at nature because my roll was shit. That is a 12.
He's jackal-like. Not wolf-like, not fox-like. Jackal-like. After he growls at you and kind of like stomps at you like he's gonna pounce on you, he goes back to the bookshelves and he starts going through the books and making a pile into a crate so it can be taken to the market tomorrow.
Okay.
So he's picking out what books need to be sold.
What are you guys up to?
Yeah, how long has he been in there? About now?
I wouldn't even say 10 minutes. But you guys hear the people moving around and moving their chairs and distributing into different rooms. Every once in a while you see someone of lesser fortune kind of just pass by. They just are going down the road to wherever they're going. So you guys aren't completely alone out on the road.
I just kind of sit on the, I assume there's a sidewalk or something?
It's all like gravel dirt, and it goes right from one house edge to the next house edge. There's no grass, there's no sidewalks, there's just like little tiny paths between all the buildings for people to walk. It's not even enough room for a cart. Well, it's not enough room for a wagon. It is enough room for a cart that someone could pull with their hands.
Is there any like disheveled crates outside?
Roll investigation?
Oof.
Do you have the lantern?
5.
I think we gotta give it to you.
I do.
When you say disheveled, I mean they're completely broken down to just piles of broken wood.
I was wondering if I could just take like one of the boards and just sit on it
Yeah.
on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I was looking for.
That's fine.
Really.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the ground, and I'm in Clay's just sitting there wondering like, if he turned back into his Pantheo self, it'd be a lot louder than what it is right now. So I'm just waiting at the ready.
Did you have any questions, Dork, before I go back to Pantheo? Pantheo.
I will move into the office at this point. I think, seeing that, you know, getting kind of general. Do I want to stay in the storage and try to find the Dark Hunger and the history of?
Can you roll? We're gonna have you do 2 rolls. First, can you roll stealth again?
Yep. It's a 10.
And then can you roll an investigation?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a rat. That's a 4.
Oh my god.
I added Pantheo stealth, not the rat stealth.
So at this point, Zahn sees you bouncing around in the room, and he goes to give you a swift kick. Not to damage you, but just to get you out of there.
Oh, like a shush kick.
Yeah, nat 20.
Oh.
So he just like kicks you into the corner. He's not doing lethal damage. It's
But-
like
That's like a sweep.
yeah.
With a critical hit, not even a single damage?
He's not trying to do damage to you.
Insane.
He's literally it's more of a throw. He's throwing you with his foot.
I feel like, okay, so I feel like how it would be, like, even though you got a nat 20, I feel like if they were trying to, like, cause non-lethal damage, and they rolled a nat 1, no, alright, you're getting hit.
That's
Hurt,
fair.
you know what I mean?
Right. So
Like doing
he
the
did
absolute
exactly what
opposite
he
of what you
intended
It
to
was
do.
the
Yeah.
most controlled as he could
So
do it.
he kicked you back into the corner where the hole is, which is the opposite direction of the office. But now he's going back to what he's doing. So he kicked you away from all the merchandise. He doesn't want you pooping on your pants.
I taken, who is this guy? Who's the one that did this? Zahn did this? Okay.
Was he in your list?
Yep. All this hums while cleaning.
Oh,
Man, I really want to write
yes.
notes, but this is stuff
So
that
he
Clay
seemed much sweeter when he
has
was
not.
actually working at the stall. Oh yeah, there he is.
Part of us
He's
is
the one who
also
works at night, so
passion.
he's much more awake than the others.
Oh.
Oh, and I keep saying he, but I'm realizing I marked him as non-binary, but it could be that he's fluid. Let's say he's fluid.
Panthea looks at them and just, like, as a rat, has his little rat hands when he's not looking. It's just like...
See, I was just thinking you were gonna go like that and be like,
Yeah, one little rat finger comes up, just fucking flip him off.
So,
I'm
are you going to keep exploring or are you going to go out to your buddies?
gonna go out to my buddies.
Okay, then I think that's a good spot to stop. Because we're at the 1 hour mark. Well, no, let's have you debrief them and then decide and then break the episode.
Cool.
Okay, so you come back up.
I debrief them.
Okay.
Oh my
You know,
god.
I think that's fine.
Guys,
So they're like.
so I first of all,
Do I know how his wild shape works?
Only if you've ever told them.
you just want to kick me so
You've
bad.
only seen it once. It was as a crab, and you were underwater.
You guys, you're not understanding me.
No, because I don't speak rat.
What are you saying?
So, guys, so after they finished dinner, I didn't get too much information. Let's actually walk away a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you walk away.
Meandering slowly.
So they do have a store house in there that has a bunch of books. I didn't see any of the books that have been marked that we know
Correct.
about at this point.
Correct.
But I did see Zahn in there, and they looked like a jackal.
What?
They were a dog person.
If any of you want to roll religion, we can see if you know what lycanthropy is.
Oh my god.
I'm
Natural 1.
Rolling
So
like
0.
shit.
Rolling what?
Religion.
Religion.
I have
So-
a 12.
Doric, you've only ever known people to be what they are. They're a cat person, they're a dog person, they're a bird person. Flay, you already struggle with seeing new races and new species all the time.
It just smells like a dog.
At 12, you've heard of lycanthropy. It's a curse where people have animal-like things.
I think they're lycanthropes. I think they're, jackal lycanthropes.
And you know it's something that can happen to any humanoid, so it could happen to your people. You could be a tabaxi who is a werewolf. That's a real thing, or a bear, a werebear.
Fucking hell if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, so...
That sounds amazing.
Cat dog much.
I really want Doric to become a lion lycanthrope.
Oh my gosh.
I'm basically a panther lycanthrope.
Basically.
Alright, with the shifting. Okay, anyway, so now you guys know that they're jackal wears.
Jackal wears. Yeah, so
Jackal wears Prada.
there also was an office, but I wasn't able to get in there, and I was kind of getting worried that I'd get found out, so I left. But the manager, she went into the office almost immediately after dinner.
Should we confront them here or back in Market Stall in morning where there are guards?
Well,
Baldur's Gate would not probably throw out lycanthropes, maybe? I do not know. They're very accepting usually.
I think that, maybe we should see if Paxley has anything to say tomorrow.
What if we go back to Paxley? I have Identify right now. We could identify book
Yeah, why not?
and see what happens.
We could have done this days ago.
I know. I just thought of.
There.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fair. It's good.
Also,
Hey.
actually, throughout these days, can I identify all the things that we have?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Did I give you all the cards for him?
I think so.
There might have been one that we didn't get. I don't remember.
I think you gave us them all, but we just didn't know what all they were.
Right. Okay, so that's the lantern, the hand wraps, the sprinkler.
The ever-burning embers.
Yes.
Hand wraps.
Your hand wraps.
Yeah. We had the Ring of Rose Gold and the Starlight
Oh, yeah.
Lantern.
What does the ring do?
That one is the one that turns
metals
metals
to-
into wood.
Well, just silver or steel.
Yeah.
I got the Guardials. Guardial?
Guardial.
Guardials Field
I
Journal.
haven't been able to get you a picture of a Guardial, but in the 3.5 book, it's funny, they look like there's a Guardial, I think it's a Guardial. It's a Celestial, it literally looks like a Leonin with white feather
Oh.
wings.
Oh, the silver turns into another metal.
Oh, it's at
Steel
random.
turns into wood.
And then something else turns into obsidian.
Oh no!
It's basically just because Fae don't like steel or silver, so
It's obsidian or wood. That's what
someone
it turns
Fae could wear that ring and then adorn any armor and be fine.
into. The wearer smells of roses and honey.
And then also the shelter of storms.
Yes, that is your waterproof tent.
Attracting and befriending Fae. This works out really well with my pipes of the flowers as well.
Oh yeah.
So I'd say we go tonight. I do not know if we confront them. Maybe go back to Elderberry Man.
Yeah, go check out Ettenmeyer.
That is Ettenmeyer.
Elderberry.
Okay. And yeah, we can do that. Do you guys agree?
I agree.
That sounds like a plan. You guys are being nice and careful. Thank you for investigating Amberdune and finding out that they're jackal wearers, and now Clay kind of knows about your past a little bit.
I know why they smell like dogs now.
Yes, you do.
Terrifying.
Alright. Thanks, guys, for playing. Thanks for watching us. Thank you for joining us downstairs. We will see you next time.